Hello, friends. I hope that your new year has gotten off to a good start so far. For Christmas, I got a funny little desk calendar with cartoons about dogs. I've always liked dogs, but the one over the weekend had a dog sitting on the couch with his owner, a woman who is wearing sweatpants and is digging into a full gallon of ice cream. The dog looked at her and said, "Don't feel bad. I'm a dog, so I had to make 7 New Year's resolutions, and I'm sure I'll break all of them pretty soon too." It made me chuckle. I haven't had much time, though, to think about my own resolutions for a new year, if that's something that you're into. Maybe the usual, exercise more, go to the gym, walk the dog, but otherwise in my life, I'm not really thinking about big changes right now. I'm just busy and rolling from one day to the next. I guess I've just sort of rolled from the old year into the new one, and life goes on. So with that in mind, I read this devotion from Eugene Peterson's book that we've been mentioning some in our weekly reflections, and this one seems to me to connect Christmas, which we just passed, with thoughts about the new year and our expectations for what is to come. Do we have such expectations? Do we look forward to life that is coming in the year ahead? So this one is called Impossible Possibilities, and here's what Peterson writes. There is a dizzying, disorienting quality to Jesus' words, as recorded in his teaching and parables. What is he talking about anyway, we think? Is this airhead preaching? Isn't religion just supposed to make us well-adjusted citizens? Doesn't God want us to live more moderately and just serenely? But every time we return to the gospel records and read again exactly what is there, we realize afresh how much of what Jesus said doesn't fit at all into what we think of as normal life. And we realize how habitually we reduce his words to what fits into what we call the real world. Our so-called real world is real enough, but it is a much reduced world, a gray world, a flat world. Jesus' words bring us the news of an expanded world, a bright world, a full-dimensioned world, a world in which God rules. Mercy is a common experience, and love is the daily working agenda, not an occasional romantic interlude. Jesus' words orient us to the world that is changed from the inside out by his arrival and rule. There you go. That's the Christmas part right at the end. Jesus' arrival and rule. And so our lives are meant to be, our world is meant to be full dimensioned and lively and bright and loving and something to be enjoyed and experienced. So with that in mind, I think perhaps I should think a little more about the year ahead and not just rolling from one year to the next as if nothing can change, but thinking about the possibilities. Maybe there are ways I can and should do some things differently so that my life is expanded and more fully dimensioned, as Peterson says. Maybe there are things I can do to connect more and make a little more of a difference to the people around me, and also things I can do to experience better this amazing world in which I live, which God created, and in which God is alive and at work all the time. Ways I can plug in, sort of, if you will. Sometimes I know it's difficult to consider what some new possibilities might even be. To just come up with the ideas, to think about some things in a fresh way. Where do we even begin? Where do we Where do we get those ideas of some different things we could do or try or experience? It's easier to just keep on keeping on, isn't it? We are creatures of habit, if you will. But I like thinking about the possibilities. The new year may come with many givens, of course. Some things really can't be changed, and they're good things too. But I think there is always room for some newness as well, if we are adventurous. Go in peace, friends. Bye now.